going green. Rodney?
Doug and Melissa, listen, Kentuckiana is definitely ready to party. The crowd out here is growing by the minute. Listen, I think that we could split the profit if we did this, Doug. You know, 70-30. What do you think about that?
Rodney, as long as you're buying, I'll be right over.
Now, you don't have to buy a burger to help this cause. The program accepts donations of all sorts. You can check out our website, WHAS11.com, for more details.
Statements made by U of L tonight. Rodney?
Doug and Melissa, her name is Danielle Cogwell, and some of the students that we talked to off camera describe her as a kind, loving, and caring person with a 1,000-watt smile. Tonight, the University of Louisville is in mourning.
A lot of shock, disbelief.
Danielle Cogswell was a cheerleader with the university for the past year. She was found dead at her Cardinaltown apartment early this morning.
Just trying to understand what happened.
Police were on the scene for several hours, but there's been no word on the cause of death.
And I think that we all need to stand by each other and just be available for one another.
Danny, as she was called by friends and family, was only 22 years old. She was a Seattle native and a transfer student from Arizona State University with a strong passion for cheerleading.
She was actually one of our more elite cheerleaders.
An elite cheerleader who touched the lives of many.
She will always be remembered for her smile and her dedication to her team and her sport.
A smile that shined bright and a love for the sport that shined even brighter. And there were several statements released today. University President James Ramsey says, quote, "We are saddened by the loss of a member of the University of Louisville student family. Our prayers and condolences go out to Danny's family and friends, and we will support them in any way we can." Another quote from cheerleading head coach Todd Sharp: "The University of Louisville Spirit Program is devastated to lose one of our beautiful and talented team members. Danny had a contagious smile and a spirit that would ignite the room. She will be greatly missed." And we will, of course, stay on top of this story and bring you all the latest details. Reporting from U of L, I'm Rodney Spencer, WHAS 11 News.
WHAS 11's Rodney Spencer was also there, and he's joining us now with more. Rodney?
Well, it's a rite of passage of sorts for so many people in this country, the naturalization process. It's a ceremony usually full of emotions and a strong sense of pride as people from around the world become American citizens. 148 people.
Canada. The People's Republic of China.
From 48 countries around the globe.
Cuba.
Came together in one place today for one reason: to become American citizens.
So help me God. Congratulations.
It's a dream come true for many.
Praying in my life to be in America, and it came through a war process. I get here, so I'm very happy to be here.
I see myself like I'm everybody, like all American people.
And this is 33-year-old Congo native Fiston. He moved to Louisville in 2008 to be closer to his father, Gary. Gary met Fiston's mother in Congo while working for the Peace Corps in the early 80s.
And unfortunately, there was events happening there with unrest and revolution, and we lost touch.
Fiston's mother died when he was just a young boy. It wasn't until he was 25 years old that he had the chance to meet his father in person.
It was just a wonderful reunion we had by phone originally, and then years later in person. I went to Africa and met him for the first time in many years.
Fiston and his father have looked forward to this day for a long time. They fought for years to get him an American visa.
The first time I went to the embassy, they said I could not get a visa because I was over 18. So I had to go through, different process.
And that process took 3 long years, with Gary making trips from Louisville to Congo often.
And I had visited him, I just visited him in Africa. I got back and there was an envelope.
And what was in that envelope would change everything.
And it said that you've made the first round of the visa lottery. And I called them and they said, that means you're in. Congratulations.
Today, Fiston is officially an American with a new goal in mind.
Going back to school.
And Gary is just happy to have his son by his side.
It's just wonderful to have him here with the whole family.
Tonight, Quentin Huddleston is behind bars, charged with the murder of 19-year-old Joshua Gordon and the attempted murder of Gordon's sister, WHAS 11 News has obtained the arrest documents that give even more details about the events that led up to that shooting on Monday. According to the report, Gordon's sister, identified here as victim 1, begged Huddleston not to kill her while she attempted to protect her 3-year-old child, identified as victim 2. The report goes on to say that the mother was shielding her child when she was shot in the face. Early this morning, police found Huddleston hiding out in this vacant home in the 1600 block of South 30th Street.
Mr. Huddleston, his appearance was exactly like what the pictures that we had received, so we knew exactly then who he was.
After failing to verbally convince the suspect out of the basement, the LMPD called in their K-9 unit.
Mr. Huddleston resisted the dog to come out, resisted verbal commands to come out of the crawl space, and so in the apprehension, he received a bite from the K-9 dog.
In addition to murder and attempted murder, Huddleston is charged with burglary, stalking, and violating an emergency protective order. He's expected to be arraigned in court on Friday. They call themselves the Backpack Angels. For 10 years strong, Peter Hayes and his team at Service for Peace have held their Backpack Angel program in Louisville.
And what we do with this program is we collect backpacks, school supplies, we raise some money to help buy some we collect.
This year, the Backpack Angels are back at it, with a goal to help 2,000 local students.
Needy children go to the public schools, and then we also help Kentucky and Indiana National Guard families. So we help soldiers' kids and then regular kids in general.
The program will hold a fundraiser on Thursday at the McDonald's on North Hubbard's Lane from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. The restaurant will donate $1 to the program for every bacon clubhouse or chicken sandwich sold. There are also several local celebrities lending their name to the cause, like County Clerk Bobby Holzcall and
former University of Louisville coach Danny Crum, who's well known here in the community. He's coming. He'll be here from noon to 1 p.m. We're going to have the helicopter from the police department, the mounted horse. We're going to have fire trucks, and a lot of fun things here.
A lot of fun, and all for a good cause that gives back to the community.
What was really tugged on our heart, we found out some children were going to school literally with plastic bags and a pen or pencil, no supplies.
Doing something about it, taking action to better the lives of others is what it's all about. And as Hayes says, it's one of the most rewarding experiences in life.
Oh, it's awesome when you see a child, when you come to the giveaway and you see a kid get his backpack and a smile. You know, it's just, you couldn't pay me enough to do that. And so it's just a great experience.